Hey there, it's Yolz channel. Hello honeys, I hope you well. I am super excited for this video because we finally finished Fezi's room. Let me not lie, it took us only 3 weeks to do, but you know, editing and getting it ready for you takes a bit of time. So I want to show you everything that was done. In fact, we actually did some of the things ourselves, including the bed. Fezi was also there, you'll see, but I'm super excited. So let's go.
That is making a noise.
Honeys, to jumpstart the project, we started off with what would take the most amount of time, which was making his bed. I looked at Pinterest, honestly, for inspiration, and I decided this is the bed that I wanted for Fez, a tippy bed, and we were deciding whether or not we want a tent, and we decided, nah, we don't want an actual tent on it. And my husband got cracking right away at the end of April. He actually did woodworking in high school and fell in love with woodworking. So he actually made the bed himself using wood from Timber City. And the base of the bed, you'll see a bit later, is actually from refurbished, upcycled pallet boards, which we had lying around. For Fezi's mattress, we actually custom made it as well. We went to Farid in Fordsburg, Oriental Plaza, where we chose the 2 sponges. We literally tested the softness and everything. And then right next door, we found the material to cover the mattress. And on top of that, asked them to actually upholster everything. It took 2 days. And they did every single thing that you see right here. While that was happening, Lwazi was actually finishing off the bed. As mentioned, the base is actually made of the pallets that we had lying around. I then went ahead and chose the paint for the tippy. Honeys, so Builders has got child-friendly paint specifically for kids. I'll show you the one I got, which is also safe, but it's not this brand. I'll show you guys a bit later. We're mixing to the color that I want. They've already done the mixing situation on there. I'm not sure if you know that you can actually custom make your own paint and mix it up, but basically the process is fairly easy. However, I won't lie, this came out darker than I expected. In fact, I came home, pulled a whole brave face, and Lwazi was not impressed with me, but I still was just like, yeah, this is what I wanted. But deep down I knew, no, I wanted it to be a little bit lighter because what he was running away from is black, and I said, no, let's do gray. And the color we came out with was a lot darker. So he painted this with a lot of precision, and he got it to as straight as one's eye could tell, but when you get closer, it's not super straight. Once the paint dried, which was about a day after, the bed was really ready to just get in the house and for us to see how it looks and also test the strength of the bed. I absolutely loved it. Like, honestly guys, I'm so impressed that my hubby could do this, and obviously Fezi was impressed. I'll also put a sheet there for him to just, you know, take a video for the grannies. And the first night, he actually jumped in just for this video and then jumped back into our bed. Reality check. The morning after Fezi's bed was done, I felt so inspired. I literally wanted to make a little bookshelf for Fezi, and I upcycled some boxes that I received from Cadbury a while ago. Just sprayed paint them with paint that I've got from Builders and decided to be a little bit creative. Ooh, honeys, please do not judge my spray painting skills. Once the paint had dried, I just split his books. I sort of kind of organized that. The one case has got his Bibles, and then the other one has got more educational books, and then underneath the main case is his crayons and drawing goodies. Honeys, it's raining outside. Sorry for the crappy lighting. I swear I literally ironed this. It's canvas material. This is his teepee tent that's going in his room. Take a Lot sent me the wrong one. I actually ordered a cream one, and instead I've got some stripes and black there.
I can't.
Yeah, so
Imagine. I won't lie, I was initially a bit mad that I didn't get the right color that I ordered, but I wasn't willing to return it, and I'm glad I didn't, because now I'm really loving this tippy tent with the stripes. And of course Fezzy absolutely loved it. Once we finished setting up Fezzy's tent, we then started with the wall by actually just patching up any cracks that we saw. Well, hubby did all this, let me not take any credit. Before actually painting it, we wanted this to be a feature wall, and the color we chose was a beautiful midnight blue, which you'll see in a second. We actually partnered with Heritage Paint on this one. They are a paint company that is actually based in the south. We got a water-based paint purely because that is what's recommended for the decals, which will go up very soon, as you will see. And we absolutely just love the fact that it was a quick and easy process. In fact, my husband painted about 4 layers in one day.
So beautiful.
You like it? We also upcycled Fezzy's toy box. This was from an old purity campaign that he actually did.
I take it out, Mommy. We did it. It's eye. Okay. It's eye game. It's all okay. Yes. Because we take all the legs out now.
The wall looks something like this. You won't see it now because I think it's getting to like sunset vibes. Well, it's like after 3. These wall decals are here. We went to pick them up last week. I think I'm gonna copy this whole exact setup. I'm gonna actually try putting it up now with the tape. So I'm not gonna actually paste them permanently just yet, just to test them out. They're quite big. It's actually really big. The team at Kikki and Franki's gave us a rundown of the application instructions, which was really good. We needed it. And then at the bottom here, if you're not sure what's inside, you can actually check at the back of each sheet what it comes with, and the size. Literally the color just popped. Look at the blues. This looks duller than this. Oh, I'm actually happy because it just keeps popping. I've got to cut out outside of the demarcated lines. Honeys, now this is the star of the show. I won't lie to you, but these wall decals do the things that need to be done. Honestly, I don't think Fezzy's room would look half as beautiful as it does without these wall decals. So a very huge thank you to the Kikki and Franki team for actually sponsoring these wall decals. They are available on the website, which I will link down in the description box below. The same with Heritage Paint as well. I'll leave their website down in the description box. All done. And we're going to put it away. We're going to wait for another day or 2 for the paint to dry. The application, it is dry, but the application says wait at least 4 days after painting your wall before applying your decals. So we're gonna wait. After 5 days, we then decided to put up the decals, and all we did was just add double-sided tape on the actual decals just to see how the wall would look should we decide on the pattern that we were going for. Once we had committed to a pattern, we then started actually removing the stickers from the sheet and pasting it onto the wall, and then removing the clear sheet right after that. And you'll see how I do this. This actually wasn't as complicated as I thought it was. Initially I was like a bit intimidated, but then as I went along it became a lot easier. But honestly, I love how it did not take too long to do. This became like a family project. Shame that Fez could not physically help without messing, so he had to just watch. We can't say watch and learn because he's too young for that. He just had to sit down and watch his wall come to life. But we thoroughly enjoyed this, and it became like a bonding session for the family, if you should call it that. This is what the full wall looked like. Honestly, I'm an expert at decals right now, okay? I can put up decals anytime. Call me if you need it. How beautiful is this wall? Still can't get over it. Still absolutely love it. And then, of course, the big reveal. This is what Fezzy's room actually looks like. And I'll go through each and every little station, so to call it. Obviously the description box will have everything listed, but yeah, let's show you every little spot. So as you enter his room, on the right is his little bookshelf, and he sits here already and reads or draws or colors in whatever he wants to do. And again, just underneath that box is his coloring pencils and crayons. Then moving over to his bed, we got a 10-meter long fairy light from Chinatown, and then that's what we wrapped around. But we actually ran the light to connect to the tent, which you'll see a bit later. But yeah, it was really cheap. The first thing you see on the left of the room, and that's where his toy box is. We really try and keep it neat, and we also wanted the center to be his main play area, so that's why everything is sort of moved towards, you know, one wall and the other. And he really loves this. He also packs up nowadays, which is, as you know, moms, it is a blessing. Over to his tent, we actually wrapped about 5 meters of the fairy lights around his tent, which was really helpful. And this is such a cozy tent. I have fallen asleep here. I was putting Fez to bed and I ended up dipping in this dippy tent. Pun intended. But it's really cozy, and because it's canvas, it gets really warm. Thankfully his room is also sun facing. Once the lights are on as well, we also try and only turn them on when we're around, because we don't want him pulling on them. He's still a kid. And we also try to really wrap it mainly around, like outside the tent rather than inside, just for safety's sake. But yeah, it just creates a very nice ambiance, and Fezzy is absolutely in love with it. I won't say I love it too, but yeah, it's my second favorite little spot after the wall. The wall is like the main attraction here. That's what it's about. And that is Fezzy's room in a nutshell. Ooh, honey, I almost forgot to mention that the tippy tent was only about 999 rand, and all in all, this project costed us about 3,300 rand in total. And I'm pretty sure you could achieve this whole room well under 5,000 rand if you were to obviously buy the decals, which we didn't pay for. That was sponsored, as mentioned, as well as the paint. So it was really affordable and an exciting project. I will leave the outro to Fezzy. I love you guys so much, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah.
Bye guys, see you later.
It's a big one.
And that's a small. What's this?
What is it? You tell me.
It's a small alien spaceship.
Okay.
It's a small one.
And what's that? That's not a spaceship. What is it?
It's a rocket ship.
It's a rocket. Well done.
It's a spaceship like fires.
And what is this one?
A meteorite.
A meteorite. Well done.
And it's going to blow.
Yes. Wow.
And I got a big blow. I got a big one.
Sure.
I got a big blow. I got a big one.